Alright, happy Monday. Starting off the week with a Castlevania review. Castlevania Dracula X on the Super Nintendo. Score for this game, 8.3 out of 10. 1995 release. That's really late in the Super Nintendo life cycle. PlayStation 1 was already out in 95. So I first played this game in 95. Rented it at the warehouse. Remember the warehouse? First knock on this game. You can't listen to the music through the options. What the hell? That's the best part of Castlevania games, is the music. Okay, so when I first played this game, I was like, this is better than Castlevania 4. Just the way it starts off. It's almost like it's better than Castlevania 4. Then the more you play it, the more you realize it's not as good as Castlevania 4. But it's still a really good game. I gave Castlevania 4 9.1 out of 10. It's way more polished. So you could only whip straight, that's it, no more whipping up and down. You have to press up and attack to throw your weapon, but there is a backflip now when you press jump twice, that's new. Super moves, that's new. I'll do a super move here in a second. So this game is not as polished as Castlevania 4. So, yeah, lots of cheap hits like that from little bats and Medusa heads. So Medusa heads and bats are a threat all over again. They weren't really a threat in Castlevania 4, but they are in this game. They knock you back, and there's no grace period. When you get hit, you're not invincible for like a split second. You could get bounced around in this game, and that hurts this game a lot. Yeah, when I was playing it again, I said, yeah, this is better than Castlevania 4. So it's a good thing I didn't review this game right away. The more I played it, the more I realized it's not that good. I mean, it's a good game, but not as good as Castlevania 4. Not a better game than that. I almost, you know, when you first play it, you look at these graphics, you listen to this music, and you're like, man, this is a dynamic, way cooler than Castlevania 4. But it's still a good game. This game was not received well by the press when it came out. I think it got like 6s. Some magazines gave it an 8, but mostly 6s, and it's not a 6. See how he got hit twice right there? That sucks. So nerd history. Rondo of Blood is what this game's based on. It came out on the PC Engine. But I think only like 7 people own a PC Engine, so not many people played Rondo of Blood. I think you could buy it on Wii now. The Wii Network, the Wii Store, I believe. I need to get a Wii if that's the case. I've never played Rondo of Blood. But this game is always judged because of Rondo of Blood. An up attack would help against those skeletons, but I like the boomerang the most. So when you first play this game, this part will probably kill you. This is probably your first death spot when you first play this game. This game has a lot of platforming. Another reason I dialed back and said, yeah, this game's not as good as Castlevania 4. All the platforming. It's a very platform-heavy game. So, lots of precise jumps. Or you die. Okay, super move coming up. The super moves are very important in this game. I mean, even the second boss is tough. If you're good at video games, you might be able to beat this boss on your first go around without the super move. But it helps. Great boss song. One more hit should do it. The next song is awesome. Next song is the first level from the first Castlevania game. Oh, password system. That's cool. So if you find yourself not being able to pass a level, just use a password so you can advance in the game. So you can see more of the game. See, and then it doesn't zoom. Castlevania 4 was zooming in on the levels. That was cool. They didn't show off the Mode 7. Original Castlevania song, remixed. Let's listen real fast. Love the song. So yeah, you'll probably die a lot on this part too when you first play this game. Lots of platforming here. This part sucks. But I died here enough. Like right now, God. I was like all confident that I was gonna pass it and I didn't. Okay. Let's do that correctly. I'm not even gonna talk on that part. Yeah, lots of platforming in this game. Lots of like hazard deaths. Make a very frustrating game. It's still good. Okay, I'm not talking. Okay. Damn, I actually had to concentrate. You gotta get that just right, or the fish knocks you back to your death. Yeah, original song remixed. I like it. Listen to this tune. Oh, that's another thing about this game. It starts off really good, but yeah, the next level, the music's not as good, and it doesn't look as nice once the third level hits. So the first two levels are such a high note. That's another reason I knocked this game back. It's not a 6, though. This game does not deserve a 6. So I didn't want to give it a high 8. It's a low 8. Definitely deserves a low 8. It's Castlevania. Hard to get Castlevania wrong. This is definitely one of the more frustrating ones. Yeah, if you're not good at video games, you're not going to like this game. That's an enemy from Symphony of the Night. Did I mention that already? I probably did, but you'll recognize this character from Symphony of the Night. It's Richter. When you beat the game as Alucard, you get to play as Richter. And the PlayStation game, this is a PlayStation enemy. Symphony of the Night enemy. These guys actually are tough. If they hit you with their super attack, it'll take out half of your power. I think I got extra life. So yeah, you gotta know the positions like that. Running, skeleton, lion thing. You have to attack it while ducking. See, look at that. Look how much power he just took from me with that attack. I was supposed to backflip to avoid that super attack that guy did. Ah, see, I missed it again. Yeah, see, the control's stiff. See, I was supposed to do that. Yeah, but the controls are definitely not as crisp as Castlevania 4. It's definitely stiffer. That sucks. This game needs perfect control. So, a lot of times the controls are going to get you in this game, unfortunately. I did not want to use that, but I don't want to die right now. This is overkill. But I need that heal. Okay, this is going to be cheap. But I'm just going to respawn those hearts. Watch this. Just so I could beat that first boss. See, this is a cheap trick. If you have stairs, you could just respawn the hearts. And that meat. To get full power. Yeah, this is cheap, but I gotta do that. I want to beat this level. This is like a free pass to beat that first, or beat the second boss. And then you feel better since your power's up. Do that a few more times. Yeah, it's cheap. Very cheap. But this boss is tough, man. You'll see it in a second. Okay, I should have enough hearts to beat this boss coming up. Watch me, I'm overconfident right now. I did not want the knife. I already messed up. I got knocked into... Okay, I'm not gonna beat this guy. I needed the boomerang. There you go. He'll do the knife super. See, I'm gonna lose. Yeah, I was supposed to keep the boomerang. Yeah, I messed up big time. Yeah, this is such an awkward pattern for this boss. Okay, I think he's gonna jump it. Okay. So that's not super. This is a Dracula X. Do I want to do the cheap way? Nah. I'm not gonna make you guys sit through that. So I was trying to get the boomerang so I could just spam the super move on that bat, but that enemy knocked me backwards, so now I don't have the right weapon for that boss. But that's it. That's Castlevania Dracula X. Tough game. I wanted to show you guys the next level, but yeah, I did it wrong. And I already started this review. I don't want to like do that respawn trick through this review. So let's just play this boss. I'm probably not gonna beat it. It's a tough boss, but let's give it a shot. One shot. Okay, so he's gonna try to fool you. You're gonna jump it. See, you want to jump it, but don't, because you're gonna run into it. So he tries to fool you. I think this is a safe spot. No, it's not. This is just a second freaking boss. So the optimal way to beat him is just use the boomerang super move. Have your hearts all set. Yeah, see, no way. You can't slide either. Yeah, I'm not gonna beat him. Alright, what's the pattern here? Okay, now I can jump it. Then he's gonna go that way. Okay. This song's okay. It's an okay boss song. Not my favorite. Not the worst. So close. Alright, keep saying Super Castlevania. Castlevania Dracula X. On the Super Nintendo. 8.3 out of 10. Underrated game. It's not a 6, like the magazines told you. Alright, let me try to do the backflip here. See? And then I fell. Alright, happy Monday. Have a great, safe, fun weekend. I'll have a review up tomorrow.